All right, what's going on, everybody? So first off, I want to say Happy New Year. I hope everybody is starting the new year off right. And I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that the KonoSuba movie is available on Crunchyroll. They started screaming that on the first day of the new year. And yesterday I decided to watch the movie. Even though I've never seen KonoSuba before yesterday, I decided to go ahead and watch the movie. I was bored, didn't really have much to do, so I was like, let me go ahead and check this out since I heard about this. And like I've seen images and I've seen like videos on KonoSuba, but like I've never watched the show. So like I kind of knew what to expect. The only thing I really knew about this was that KonoSuba is a isekai comedy. So that's the only thing I knew about it. And so going into this thing, because here's the thing, with this video, I just wanted to go ahead and like let you guys know that this movie is available on Crunchyroll, and I also wanted to kind of give you guys a little mini review, a little small, short review, for this movie, because I enjoyed it. And actually, I enjoyed it so much that I started watching KonoSuba a few hours after I had finished the movie. And so here are my thoughts on the KonoSuba movie. So, first off, I want to go ahead and talk about the plot. There isn't much to the plot. Essentially, a character named Megamine, and please forgive me if I mispronounce any characters' names or anything like that. Like I said, I haven't watched KonoSuba prior to like yesterday, so don't get on me for this. But y'all should already know if y'all seen like my reviews and other things. I always be butchering people's names, so don't get on me for that. But so this character Megamine, she basically, so the movie starts out after Kazuma and his group has finished the mission, and Megamine, she shows up and she's like, Kazuma, we need to have a baby. She shows up with this letter that basically says that their village is going to be destroyed or whatever, and that the Demon King or either Demon King or whatever, the main villain in KonoSuba is like, Demon King's gonna go and destroy the village or whatever. And so essentially what happens is Megamine ends up being concerned for her village, and so they end up being teleported back to the village. They get somebody to teleport them back to the village, and so essentially what ends up happening is a general of the Demon King, the general of like the main villain, she ends up showing up, and then they end up having to fight her. But one thing I will say with this movie is that it as far as the plot goes, I felt like it kind of took a while for it to kick in, because in the beginning it kind of feels like a series of funny scenes kind of stitched together. So as far as like the plot kicking in, I feel like it was a bit slow, but to the film's credit, it's funny from the start to the end. I feel like the comedy, it lands more than it doesn't. Actually, there's some funny bits in this that I'm just like, yeah, if this was a Western show, a lot of this would have been cut. People would have been mad with some of the stuff that's in there. But overall, I thought that the comedy landed. As far as like the animation goes, I feel like there was some bad animation in this movie, but I feel like some of it actually kind of worked. Cause here's the thing, there's moments where like the characters look a certain way, they're animated a certain way, and there's like these expressions on their faces. Like it's kind of weird to describe, but I felt like some of the animation was poor, especially for a feature film. Because I could see it in places, like when characters or like when like the goblins were like moving around or whatever. But then I couldn't be mad at it, because like the way that the characters are reacting in these funny scenes, I felt like it kind of worked with the movie in a weird way, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to really be too harsh on the animation. And actually, I thought the voice acting also for the characters, I thought the voice acting was pretty good as far as the main cast goes. I mean, really, production wise, like I said, the animation, it isn't the greatest, but I believe that, like, in my opinion, I think that it worked. There was a lot of, like, even with me coming into this movie without knowing anything about the characters, I was able to really get a really get a sense for kind of what these characters are all about. Their little quirks, their little issues. Because something that I liked about this, and that one of the things that kind of got me into watching the show after watching the movie yesterday, was just how dysfunctional and how, okay, these characters are powerful, but like they kind of suck. And it just kind of worked with the movie, and after watching the anime and everything. But I would say another kind of negative to this movie, I think that the movie was a bit too long. I want to say the movie is like, what, 130, maybe? Okay, hold on. I can see it right here. So it's 90 minutes. I felt like it's a bit too long. I felt like it could have been a bit shorter. I feel like that final act kind of goes on a bit too long. So like, it feels like they defeated the boss. Like, in a video game where you defeat the boss and then there's like a second stage to the boss. It's basically that sort of thing that happens near the end. And I felt like that it kind of went on a bit too long. And then another thing I gotta kind of praise I guess not only the movie but the anime for, is just like I like the character designs. Like I said, I like the character designs. I like the voice acting as far as the English dub and everything. I didn't watch it subtitled. But yeah, overall I thought this was pretty good. I mean, I'm not once again, I'm not somebody who is like hardcore KonoSuba, so I could be totally wrong and this could like really suck. Like, somebody in the fan base could say, "Oh man, this movie was terrible," but I didn't think the movie was terrible. I thought that this was pretty good as somebody who's like getting into KonoSuba. I mean, I thought it was good enough. Like, it was good enough to kind of get me to watch the show, and now I might end up doing a review or something on it later down the line as far as the anime goes. But overall, I thought the movie was good. I thought it has its weak points that I mentioned, but I thought that it was funny. It did what it needed to do. The comedy worked. It was pretty funny. And there's a part in this movie, because one of the things about the anime and about this film is that it makes fun of other anime. It seems like it's making fun of. It seems like one of the goals for this anime is basically to kind of make fun of the whole isekai genre. And I think even in this movie, I think there's a point in this movie where they're like making fun of Naruto. They're kind of making fun of other like serious shonen anime. Because I swear, there's a moment in this movie that I'm not going to spoil that I'm like, hold on, are they making fun of this from Naruto? Because it really made me laugh. There's a point in this movie where it, like, if you've seen Naruto, you're just gonna be like, okay, are they making fun of this? Yeah. So yeah, overall I thought that the movie was cool. You guys should go check it out. Once again, it's available on Crunchyroll. And I think you'll really enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought about the KonoSuba movie and whether you guys want to go and watch it. Like I said, Happy New Year. Thank you guys for supporting the channel for this long. And I'll probably be getting out some more videos pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. Peace.